We're up north today in order to go south, like way south, down under south. We're at Waltzing Kangaroo in Fort Collins, where Steve and Mae Phillips have brought a little bit of Australia to northern Colorado. Australia is famous for its meat pies. Packed inside these handmade pastry shells lies a world of flavor. Everything from savory beef, chicken avocado bacon, to pork green chili. It's heaven in your mouth. Let's waltz inside Waltzing Kangaroo and have ourselves a culinary treat. So we're back in the kitchen with Steve. How you doing, Steve?
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm doing great, man. So tell me about Australian meat pies.
The meat pie is Australia's national dish. It's the pie is the vessel, and we can put any kind of seasoning inside of it. It's meant to be eaten with a hand, so it's the perfect to-go kind of food.
All right, so it's like the American hot dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Slow cooked. It takes us about 3 days to make these pies. We start with our oven roasted beef stock. So we oven roast bones, vegetables for 4 hours, and then we stew those for another 15. And then we slow cook these meats in them for then another 5 hours. So yeah, it's a little bit of a process.
Yeah, that's pretty work intensive, man.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me how to make a few of these.
Yeah.
What are we starting with?
We're gonna start with a green curry chicken.
Okay.
Okay, so coconut milk, oven roasted chicken breast. Yeah, a little bit of heat, a little bit of sweet, it's good. So we're just gonna take a little bit of a scoop here, even it out, and just deposit it in so that they're all the, yeah.
I think I can handle that. Yeah, all right. So take a scoop.
Deposit it in. You got it, you were made for it.
Oh man, I'm hired. All right, so we finished these up. What do we got next?
Okay, we're on to our pork green chili.
Pork green chili, okay.
Yeah.
And that's the Colorado
You got it.
native there. Same kind of scoop?
You got it.
If you were going to Australia and you were to get one of these, what would you typically get then?
You can still find a lot of varieties in Australia as well. And pies are served everywhere. My wife and I, we always thought what we did in Australia would work really well here if we had the right location. And a few years ago, we decided let's just do it. We went to Denver for a few weeks and took a trip up to here and found Fort Collins and decided this was going to be home. So we're done with that one. I'm going to move on to a steak and gravy now.
So this has a little bit more ingredients.
This has a little bit more, so I'm going to do this one real quick. Plain steak and gravy, but we were going to turn this into a cheese and bacon pie, which is again a really popular pie in Australia.
So are these like family recipes? Or?
These are recipes I've come up with over time. I have worked though, with family for a long time. My dad's a baker pastry cook. He taught me everything I know. My brother's a baker and pastry cook as well.
Okay.
So it's in the family. My parents used to often have me in a little crib in the bakery back in Australia.
No kidding,
yeah.
Really? When I'm looking at this, I feel like we have something similar in the States in like the chicken pot pies, but these are not like pot pies. What's the biggest difference?
Well, your chicken pot pie has a runny gravy in it, whereas the Australian pie is meant to be eaten like with your hands.
Okay.
So it's a handheld item. You can hold a drink in one hand and a meat pie in the other. So a little thicker and obviously a lot more variety, hence the cheese and bacon and the Thai green curry and the lambs. And so we're going to top these now. So you're going to take 3 at a time. Dip them in the water. Now this is just to turn it into a bit of a glue so it seals, so the flour that's on the pastry will stick to the bottom, hence the handheld. We're going to give them a little bit of a press down, just so that they bind in there. Dip it in the water, just get all the water off.
And I imagine you get better at this along with time.
You do. You do. You do a few 100,000 and
Yeah,
it gets easy. These are the pork.
Now I'm noticing with the pork and the chicken, there's different designs or stuff on. Is that for a reason?
Just so that we know what's inside them once they've been baked.
Okay, fair enough.
Now we're going to finish these off with a little pea on them. Just going to twist a bit of pastry around, make it look like a pea. All of a sudden you got pork.
There we have it.
Now the egg wash is going to give us a nice golden color. So a little milk, 50% milk, 50% egg. We're just going to give that a light brush. You want to do that?
Yeah. You guys move in here, and what was the initial reception? Did you have to explain a lot, or did people pretty much get it from Jump Street?
A little bit of explanation. I guess the hardest one to see though is people not pulling the pie out of the pan and eating it with a fork. Always have it out of the pan. Pan's just to hold it while it bakes and in the display cases. If you can have the pie on its own, pull it out, eat it with the hand.
Well, we'll put these in the oven, and I'll grab it out of the pan and try it. All right, so we got our pies. Show me how to do it there, Steve.
All right, I'm going to suggest you start with the cheese and bacon.
Okay.
You're going to pick the whole pie up.
All right.
And then pull the pie out of the pan itself.
Pie out of the pan.
Out of the pan. And hold it like that in the pan's just to catch anything that might drop.
All right.
Then you have a big bite. Well done, you made that, mate.
Yeah, man. That is so good. Like it has the crust, and the crust is nice and flaky, but doughy on the bottom because they're two different kind of crust.
Exactly. Notice it doesn't spill out.
Right, yeah, and I was worried about that because, you know, again, thinking chicken pot pie, this would be all over my hand and everywhere.
You like it?
I'll be traveling up here often.
All right, why don't we try the next one?
Okay.
This is our pork green chili. A little bit more spice to it. Not too much though. I wanted it to be able to, for everyone to be able to eat it.
It has the green chili that, you know, that I'm very, very, very used to because it's, you know, a Colorado thing.
Yeah.
But you're mixing it with that, again, the crusty shell.
Yep.
Oh, man. This whole tray is going to be gone by the end of this for sure.
And then give the Thai greens a little more heat in this one.
Okay.
There's a little sweetness to it as well. So full of coconut milk and green curry paste.
Nice. Now, tell me before I bite into this here, how the curry got involved into Australian cooking?
Just like America, Australia is a very multicultural country.
Fair enough.
So these different ethnicities that bring in these different styles of food that have appealed to the Australian palate, you know, have then found their way into the pie. As I said, just a vessel. This is all different varieties.
All right, here we go.
You get a little bit more meat in that one now. You get into the gravy and the meat, that coconut.
And then you have that curry spice that's coming through with it. Oh, that's excellent. I think this might be my favorite. It's very fragrant, it's sweet, spicy, really, really good. You just have a new convert, man. You want to taste it down under? Make sure you head up north to Waltzing Kangaroo. Hey, thanks for having us, man.
You're welcome. Yeah. Cheers.
Stick around and let's eat.